Hi, I'm Avril. Welcome to my channel. Today's class is going to be a full body vinyasa flow. The focus is going to be on opening and strengthening the shoulders. So we're going to hit absolutely everything in class, but you'll notice that we will be concentrating a little bit more on just that element of just relaxing the shoulders down the back and also opening the upper body and the upper chest. So I have blocks here. I always have them with me. If you don't have blocks at home, don't worry. You can use a book, you can use anything that's handy that's just going to bring the earth closer to you if you need them. We are coming into half moon, so that's probably one of the only poses that you might need them for. I'm feeling a little extra stiff today, so I just wanted to have blocks ready for class. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start in child's pose. So come onto your knees. You can bring your knees wide, big toes to touch, or you can keep your knees together. So yogi's choice. Knees together, it's going to come into the low back a little more. Knees wide, you're going to be getting into the hips. So I'm going to do knees wide. Walk the hands out, melt the forehead down towards your mat. So you can start to find a little movement here straight away. I say this in all my classes, but if you're feeling some pulling in the low back, you've just gone a little bit too wide, too fast with your knees. So just settle into your mat, start to come to your breath. Smoothing your inhales and elongating your exhales. Maybe you come to that Ujjayi breath, so deep inhaling through your nose. And exhaling, letting something go through your nose. Inhaling together. And exhaling, letting something go. If you'd like to set an intention for class, maybe you do so now so you can dedicate it to someone. Or maybe it's just a feeling that you want to have when you come off your mat with you. Take it off the mat with you when you're done with practice. I love setting intentions. I feel like it's a great way to integrate my yoga into the rest of my day. Totally optional though. So if you did set an intention, just seal it in with one more round of breath. And then let's slowly make our way into tabletop position. So coming up into our hands and knees. Wrists are going to be underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You can just sway the hips a little bit just to wash out that Balasana, child's pose. And then spread the fingers nice and wide. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, bring the gaze forward. And then exhale, press the mat away, draw the belly up towards the spine, coming into our cat. So inhaling to our cow, finding expansion across the chest. And then exhaling to our cat, pressing the mat away. So two more just like this, inhaling to come forward. And then exhaling, pressing it back. Setting your own pace, your own rhythm. And once you've completed those two, start to involve your hips. So let's take some nice big hip circles. Going in one direction first. So same thing. So you're inhaling to come forward. And exhaling to come back. Reverse your circle. Maybe get your head and neck involved. You can tuck your toes under if that helps. And then let's come back to tabletop, neutral spine, gaze is down. We're going to lift our left foot up, drop the belly, press the mat away, almost like cow back. Flex that foot towards the sky and then exhale, left knee to your nose. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, kick it back up and tiger pose. So reach that right hand back. Grab a hold of your left foot. If you want to use a strap or a belt or a tie, you absolutely can. And then kick that foot into your hand. So big opening in your quad. Super tight today. Big opening in your shoulder. So getting into the shoulders. Keep breathing. Try and keep your hips so no more than hip distance apart. So your knees aren't splaying out. And then release the pose. Drop that right hand down. Cat back. Drop the belly, other side. Right leg's going to lift. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, in. Inhale, up. Press the mat away. Reach back with your left hand. Grab a hold of that right hand. Kick the foot into your hand. Open your chest. Keep breathing here. Release. Cat back. Come back to your tabletop. Nice neutral spine. Right hand lifts. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, thread the needle. So right hand comes through. Come onto your right shoulder, your right ear. And maybe you bring that left hand along. This is how I like to do it. So you're pressing into the palm of your left hand, the back of your right hand. Let's walk that left hand back under the left shoulder. Press into your left hand. Reach your right hand up. Exhale, right hand down. Left hand comes up. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle on the left side. I'm going to walk that right hand out nice and long. Find that action of pressing into the left hand and pressing into the back of that. Left hand pressing into the palm of the right hand. Breathing. Walk that right hand back, press up, inhale, reach high. Exhale, hand comes down to your mat. Let's walk the hands out, melt the chest, forehead down. We're coming into puppy pose. So keep your knees underneath your hips. You can bring your forehead to your mat. If it doesn't reach, you can always use a block here. So draw the low belly in and up here. So Uddiyana Bandha. So we're trying to keep the stretch in the upper back. You can keep your elbows bent if you prefer here, or you can keep them nice and long like I have them. You can even tense your palms if you want to, coming onto your fingertips. I prefer to keep mine down. And then let's carve a line with the nose, gaze forward, and slither all the way onto your belly. So we're bringing the elbows underneath the shoulders, pressing the tops of the feet down and elongating the low back. So the low back, you're thinking about bringing your tailbone down towards your heels. So opening the chest, opening the shoulders, Sphinx pose. Try not to bring your gaze up too high so that your chin, you just want to keep it nice and parallel with your mat. 2 breaths here. And then bring your left hand so it's at a 45-degree angle so you can just hoist yourself up on your left hand. You can bring your right fingertips behind you, palming your tent, or tenting your palm, and then gaze over your right shoulder. Try and keep that right hip down, dropping that right shoulder back. Let's swap sides. Right hand comes down to your mat. Keep all of your hips down. Gaze over that left shoulder. Bring your hands back to center. Let the forehead come to the mat. Hands underneath your shoulders. Press up and back. Downward dog. So pedal it out here. Try and find that space between your shoulders and your ears. I like to keep my hands so they're not directly facing forward, but that there's a little more space. So I open them up a little bit so that center finger is facing a little more towards the corner of my mat. That way I just get a little more space in my shoulders because my shoulders are quite tight. Think about bringing your elbow creases towards the front of the room. Then we're going to do some Shakti rolls. So we're going to inhale up onto our toes, bend our knees, just for a breath. And then inhale, come back, straighten the legs, and slowly roll all the way forward, coming into our high plank. Bend the knees, press back, downward facing dog. So tuck the chin towards your chest, your head comes forward last, and then slowly come onto your toes, roll all the way forward. You can come onto your knees to do this if you need to. Press up and back, downward facing dog. This time let's gaze forward and step or hop or walk to the front of our mats. Ragdoll fold. So feet are hip distance apart, grab opposite elbows, rock out side to side here. Decompressing that low back. Not trying to get too deep into the hamstrings yet. Hands are going to come to your mat. We're going to come into side bends and forward folds. So you're going to bring that left hand to the center of your mat. Reach your right hand up, straighten your right leg, bend your left knee. Folded twists. Exhale, right hand down. Straighten your left leg, reach that left hand up. Swap sides, left hand down, right hand up. You can always bring your hands to blocks here if you need to. Drop that right hand down, left hand up. Exhale, both hands down, bend your knees, tuck your chin. Let's roll all the way up, inch by inch. Extended mountain, reach high. Exhale, hands are going to come down through prayer. So I'm going to just step this way so you can see a little easier what I'm doing. We're going to clasp our hands so that we're bringing our fingers together, and we're going to reach the hands up. So our palms are facing up towards the sky. Press them away, bring the gaze up, open your chest. And then we're going to flip it so that our knuckles face forward and press those hands away from us again. Tuck our chin and reach through those hands. Inhale, let's come back up. Flip the grip. Bring the gaze high. Exhale, flip the knuckles far away from you as you can. Drop the head. Find that nice big stretch. Inhale, let's come back up. Last one. Exhale, reach forward. Release the hands, just let them fall by your sides. Rock them out a little side to side, whatever you need here. And then let's bring our fingertips to our shoulders, and we're just going to take some circles with our elbows. So inhaling up, exhaling down. Just starting to get those shoulder blades to descend down the back, creating a little more space. Let's go the other way. So we're thinking about making space and creating strength today. So we are going to do a little bit of strength work in our upper body. Release, just let the hands come by our sides. Loop the shoulders, drop the shoulders down the back. Tadasana. Soft knees, we're going to sweep down to come up, reach high. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Exhale, hands come to the mat, find your high plank. Press the mat away, draw your belly in. Broaden the upper body, broaden the collarbones. And then let's slowly lower all the way down onto our mats. Inhale to your cobra, flatten your feet, open your chest, you can bend your elbows. Exhale all the way down, and then press up and back, downward facing dog. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, make your way to the front of your mats. Halfway lift, exhale, bow, rise up, extended mountain, reach up. Exhale, let's fold it all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down, find that high plank. This time shift forward, lower halfway down for your chaturanga or all the way onto your belly. So cobra or up dog, whatever you prefer. And then press back, downward facing dog. One more sunny, lift the heels, bend the knees, lift your hands, make your way forward. Halfway, exhale, bow, rise up, extended mountain. Exhale, hands come down through prayer. Nice. So let's take eagle pose on the right side. So ground down through your left foot. I'm going to lift that right leg up. Cross it over, so you can maybe cross it once, or you can get the double wrap, bringing it behind your left calf. Only do this if you don't have any knee problems. If you have knee problems, maybe you stay here, or you can just use it as a kickstand. So right arm is going to come under. You get the double or single wrap, whichever feels better in your body. Lift your elbows. Bring your hands away from your face. Bend both knees, bend both elbows. Draw the belly in, sink a little lower. Let's unravel the legs only, coming into airplane pose. Draw the chest forward, keep your bind, flex that right foot towards the mat. Bend into your left knee with control, drop your right foot back. Lift those elbows up, maybe a little bit of a back bend. And then let's release, open up. Crescent lunge. From crescent lunge, we're going to take a nice tall twist to the left. So open your arms up, try and twist just from the core. Drawing the shoulder blades together, spreading the fingers. And then inhale, open up, warrior two. Press into the outside edge of your back foot, front knee over front ankle. Flip your palms, reverse. Left hand up and over. Exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow comes to your left high. Right bicep along the ear, you can reach it straight up to the sky. So the idea is to keep your chest open, so make sure you have room to draw the body up towards the sky here. Inhale, let's reverse, but straighten your front leg. So reverse triangle, left hand up and over. Exhale, triangle, shift your hips back, reach forward as far as you can. Left hand to a block, to your shin or to the mat. Right hand high. Exhale, big shoulder circle. So reach that right bicep along the ear and drop it down. Inhale, up. Exhale, all the way down. So if you want to block for your half moon, you can just pop that towards the front of your mat right now. And then we're going to come into that half moon pose. So we're going to bend into that front knee, start to heel toe the back foot in. Left hand comes in front of that left foot. And then slowly kick that right leg up. So floating into your half moon pose. If this isn't in your repertoire yet, maybe you skip it, maybe you give it a go. So keep breathing, stacking the shoulders and stacking the hips. Okay, fun transition here. We're going to bring the gaze forward, shift the chest forward, and lift up into our airplane pose, palms by our sides. Chest is no more than parallel with the mat, so you don't want to dip down too much. Let's take our hands behind us and take a shoulder rinse while we're in our airplane pose. Keep breathing, and then slowly start to bring that right foot to meet the left. Stand up nice and tall, Tadasana. Open the chest. Exhale. Humble. Bring your chest down towards your thighs. Bend your knees. Keep the shoulder and knuckles nice and high. Try not to overextend, so hyperextend your elbows here. So you don't want them to be too straight, if that makes any sense. So just be mindful. If you feel too much pulling, just relax it, bend your elbows. Okay, release your hands, let them fall all the way to your mat, and slowly, inch by inch, roll all the way up, taking some wrist circles on your way. Once you get there, just loop the shoulders. Palms by our sides, let's take it on the other side. Ground down through your right foot this time. Left leg's gonna come over. Left arm's going to come under for our eagle pose, so take whatever variation feels better for you. Bend both legs, press the hands away from your face, lift your elbows. Unravel just the legs, kick that left foot back, airplane pose. Bend into your right knee, drop your left foot back with control, and lift the elbows up. Maybe take a little back bend here. Release, should feel good. Find that crescent lunge. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, pinkies in, triceps forward. Big side bodies, or a big twist to your right this time. Remembering to breathe. And then open up, warrior two. Back heel, front heel in line with that back arch. Flip your palms, reverse your warrior, right hand up and over. Exhale, extended side angle, right elbow comes to your right knee. Press into the outside edge of your back foot. Reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, reach up and over. Exhale, regular triangle, reach forward, left hand up. Keep the fingers nice and alive, big shoulder circles, reach that left bicep along the ear. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Okay, coming into our half moon, so bend into your front leg, right hand in front of that right foot, kick that left leg up. Trying to extend in all directions here, opening towards the left side of your mat. Bring the gaze forward, bring the chest forward, hands by our sides. If you fall out of this transition, don't worry, it is tough. Maybe you take that shoulder rinse, opposite thumb on top this time. And then left foot to meet the right. Tadasana with your shoulder rinse. Draw the knuckles down, open your chest, and this time tuck your chin to your chest. Release. Take some wrist circles. And then we're going to sweep the hands down to come up, reach high. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest, bend the elbows. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to your mat. Let's take a vinyasa. High plank to low. Inhale to your up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So remember, add on, take away whatever you need to. So if you need to take breaks at any point, please do. So we're going to lift our right leg up, bend our knee, stack our hip, squeeze your glutes, try and press into your left heel. If it doesn't touch the mat, that's okay. Just think about pressing it down towards your mat. Let's step our right foot forward, find our warrior one. So back leg spins to 45 degrees. You can bring your hands to your hips first. Try and square your hips towards the front of your mat. If it's just not possible in your body, that's okay. Just try and keep your shoulders face forward. So inhale, reach up. Let's take a side body stretch to our right. Grab the left wrist and the right hand. Think up and over. Release. Cactus the arms. Reach back up. Inhale. Exhale. Hands swim behind us for our shoulder rinse. Draw the knuckles down and away. Open the chest. And exhale, humble your warrior. Right shoulder inside your right knee. Lifting those hands up towards the sky. Remembering to breathe. Keeping that core engaged. Release the hands, let them come down to your mat. And we're going to walk the feet. So we're going to come to Skandasana at the back of our mats. So that left foot is going to face towards the left corner. We're going to come onto the heel of our right foot. And maybe you drop down pretty low here. Maybe you're up on your, lifting up your left heel. Wherever you are, totally fine. Let's press into our hands, pivot our feet all the way back to the front of the mat. Bring our chest forward, hands stay down. And then lift our left leg up. Coming into airplane pose, assisted airplane pose. Lift the hands off the mat. Regular airplane pose, hands can be a prayer by our sides. Maybe you reach them in front of you. Coming into warrior three. And then let's just bring our left knee in towards our chest. I know it's hard in the standing leg. Grab a hold of that left knee and open up for a twist to your left. Reach that left hand all the way up. Drop it down. Reach it up. Drop it down. And then we're going to kick that left foot back. Drop our left hand down. Reach that right hand up for easy twist. Bear with me, it's a fun sequence. We're going to get there. Gaze down to your mat. Left hand follows. Kick that right foot back. Flow it out. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale up and back. Downward facing dog. So feel free to take a break if you need to, or we're going to do that sequence on the other side. So left leg lifts, bend the knee, stack the hip, step it through. Warrior one. Press into your feet, rise up, inhale. Side body stretch to your left, up and over with your hands. Release, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, shoulder rinse. Open your chest on the inhale. Exhale, humble your warrior. Left shoulder inside your left knee. Trying to release your head and neck. Opposite thumb on top than what you did the last time. Release your hands down to your mat. Bring your feet so that you're going to pivot the back foot towards the back corner of your mat. Skandasana. It's going to look at different everyone's body. Don't sweat it, but try and keep your right knee tracking towards your second and third toe. Press up, pivot the feet towards the front of your mat, hands stay down. Lift that right leg up. Flex the foot. Lift the chest up. Almost there in our airplane pose. Maybe you take warrior three. And then let's bring that right knee in towards your chest. Open that right arm back, hug that right knee in. Crown of the head is tall. Here's my dog. Let's take those shoulder circles. So reach that right hand all the way around. Drop it down. Up. All the way around. Drop it down. Reach it up. And this time kick your right leg back. Bring your chest forward. Bring your right hand down. Easy twist, left hand up. Gaze down to your mat, left hand follows. Kick your left leg back, flow it out. We're gonna meet in child's pose. Slowly make your way there. Or any other pose that you wanna take a little bit of a break in. So maybe just grab a sip of water. We're almost there. So you're gonna do a quick little strength sequence. So take 2 more breaths in your child's pose if you're there. Just starting to smooth out the breath. So long, deep inhale, long, deep exhale. So feel the effect of the breath or that sequence on your breath and on your body. And then let's meet back in a wide downward facing dog. So we're gonna have our hands mat distance apart. We're gonna have our feet hip distance apart. So it might feel kind of weird, but it's totally fine. Same thing as you would do before. You press your hands into your mat so you can press your chest back a little bit. Make sure the elbow creases come towards the front of your mat. Shift forward into your wide plank pose. And then let's come into side plank on the left side. So stack your feet, lift your left hand up. Maybe you bring your left knee down towards your mat. Keep breathing, pressing into your left hand to lift your left hip away from the mat. Fingertips are alive. Okay, we're coming into side plank. Forearm side plank on the right side. So right forearm comes down, bring the feet so they stack, and lift that left arm up. Remembering to breathe. Gaze comes down to your mat, left forearm follows, forearm plank. So really press your forearms into your mat. Crown of the head forward, heels are back. Draw your belly in, try not to let your hips dip too much. And then let's come into dolphin pose. So walk your feet in and press the forearms into your mat, almost like you do in your downward dog. So you're lifting up and out of your forearms. This is my least favorite pose, but I recognize why it's so challenging for me. So your heels may not touch, mine do not. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're here for long enough. Come back into our forearm plank. Drop the hips, Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Can slowly gaze over your right shoulder. Back through center. Over your left. Back through center. Okay, other side. Wide downward facing dog. Come forward into your wide plank and then come onto your right side. Vashisthasana, side plank. Breathing, maybe lift a leg. Okay. Forearm plank, left side. Forearm comes down, stack your feet, move your hair, reach your right hand up. Forearm plank, right hand down. Press the mat away. Keep breathing. Dolphin pose, walk your feet in. You can also just stay in forearm plank if you really want to. I'm not sure which one is less difficult. So if you're finding all this way too tough, just try and hang out in your plank pose. You can keep your knees down if you need to, just modify as you need. Walk your feet back out, forearm plank, drop your hips, Sphinx pose. Let's bring one cheek down to your mat. Bend the knees, just windshield wiper them side to side. Okay, we're gonna take a nice yummy stretch in our shoulders and our pec muscles here. So you're gonna bring your left hand, actually I'll do it on this side first. So bring your right hand out to the side and we're gonna tent our palm so that the fingertips are touching down. Actually we're not, we're gonna press the right hand down. We're gonna tent our left hand, so it's gonna be at a right angle. So our elbow is bent. And then we're slowly gonna start to roll onto our right side. So maybe this is enough, or maybe you come all the way over. Dropping that left foot behind the right. So if this is too much, just come out and play with it. See where is enough for you. If it's not enough, maybe you need to go deeper. See where your edge is. And be gentle, be careful. Okay, let's come back through center nice and slowly. rolling onto our belly first. So I probably should have started on this side. Tense your palm, bend your elbow, walk your left hand all the way out, fingertips, and then slowly start to come onto your left ear. Maybe you bring that right foot to come behind the left. And then you control the stretch with your right hand. Slowly, slowly come back through center. You're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Just gently use your knees and everything to help you press up using your core. Coming back into that tabletop position. We're going to reach our right hand up. Inhale. Exhale. Finding our thread, the needle, just like the start of class. Just noticing if there's a little more space here. Here for 2 breaths. Slide the left hand down, press into your hand, reach that right hand high. Exhale, right hand down. Left hand comes up, inhale. Exhale. Thread the needle on this side. Reach that right hand long. Let's bring that right hand back. Reach that left hand up, inhale. Exhale, left hand down, puppy pose. So it feels just like it did at the start of class. Walk your hands out, melt your forehead down towards the mat. Maybe you're finding a little more space this time. Maybe you're not. Totally fine. You can invite a little movement, rock the tailbone. And then yogi's choice, if you want to, you can bring your elbows to your mat. And you're just going to bring your thumbs towards the back of your nape, your neck. Hands are going to come to prayer. And then maybe walk the elbows forward to try and bring the stretch more into your forearm or into your triceps here. Breathing. You're pressing your elbows into the mat, and then it's almost like you're dragging your elbows back towards your knees. Release. Slowly make your way all the way up, coming onto your knees just for a moment. Sweep the arms down, take a nice big circle with our arms, and then exhale. Hands are going to come all the way down through prayer. Let's come onto our backs. Bring your knees in and rock them side to side. We're going to take a supine twist. You're going to bring our left sole of the foot down to your mat. I'm going to cross my right thigh over my left. That's just how I like to do my supine twists. You can just keep your knees stacked if you prefer. Bring your hips over to your right a little bit, and then let's drop our knees over to the left. I'll move my mic a little bit here. Opening our shoulders so that we're grounding that right shoulder blade. Can bend your elbows if you want to cactus your arms here. Can get a little deeper into the shoulders. So the idea is we're trying to bring that right hip as far away from that right shoulder as we can. But we're really starting to invite ease back into our practice here. We're starting to slow down our breath. Let's come back up through center. Unravel the legs. And let's take it to the other side. So shift the hips over to the left. Ground your right foot. Cross your left thigh over your right. And then let's drop the knees over to the right. So gaze can be up. Try and ground your left shoulder. Think about collarbones coming towards the sky. Same thing, you can have your hands out to a T. You can bend at the elbows. Let's come back through center. Last pose. So let's windshield wiper the legs first, just dropping them from one side to the other, letting your knees fall, releasing our low back. And then invitation for a happy baby. So you can bend your knees, grab the outside edges of your feet, kick your feet into your hands. Or you can grab your peace fingers, your big toes. Or you can just grab your knees and just draw them up towards your armpits, whichever feels better. Try and relax your head and neck. Bring your tailbone towards your mat. Okay, if you have that bind, release it. Just bring your knees into your chest. Let's curl up into a tiny little ball, bringing your nose up towards your knees, scrunching everything up. And then exhale, Savasana. One leg out at a time. Take up space. Tuck your shoulders underneath your heart space. Create a little more room in your upper body. If it isn't comfortable for you to lie on your back like this, you can just bring the soles of your feet down to your mat. Bring them out to the outside edges and let your knees fall in to meet each other. So just taking a few breaths here in Savasana to let that practice sink in, to give our body a chance to integrate the asanas that we did, the breath work that we did. And just really cultivating this sense of gratitude for our body, for showing up for us for today. No matter how we did, no matter if we found things challenging today, if we found things easy, just know that you're enough. You did great. You took this time for yourself. So stay here as long as you want. If you have the time, laying here in Savasana is wonderful for you. But otherwise, start to bring some movement back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes, rock your head and neck. Maybe we take a full body stretch. And then let's roll over to one side. You can keep your eyes closed if you want. And then press up. We're going to meet in an easy seat at the front of the mat. So Sukhasana. Whatever is comfortable for your hips and for your low back. Sit up nice and tall. Palms face open on our knees. I'm going to bring our shoulders up towards our ears and then exhale, drop them down our back. Hands come to prayer, Anjali Mudra at the heart. You can bat your eyelids open. Thank you guys so much for sharing your practice with me today. Nice, hopefully quick one that you were able to fit in. I hope you feel better. I hope your shoulders feel a little more open. Let me know in the comments if they do. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bow and say namaste. Thanks for practicing with me, guys. I hope you like class. If you do, subscribe to my channel. Reach out. I would love to hear from you. I'm on Instagram, just at Avril Dalton Yoga. And obviously, if you want to just comment on the video, that would be great. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, let me know any suggestions for videos or anything that you might have. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye.